Gingersnaps are not just a holiday cookie. That is a whole wintertime cookie because it has all these warm spices in there. It's got cinnamon and that ginger, and it really it's just like a warm hug from the inside. And so it's an interesting recipe. It doesn't have butter. So you basically just dump everything in the bowl. So that's eggs, here's sugar, cinnamon, baking powder, salt, always salt.
Always
ginger,
salt, always.
Always salt. And then here's the oil. Then so I keep the molasses jar upside down. So all
upside down, I love it.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull the lid off, and then all the molasses comes out.
Boom!
And you've used all the molasses. All right, so now we'll turn this on, and you're gonna cream this whole thing. Now, you want to see a really cool trick? Let me show you a really cool trick.
Yes, I do.
Have you know when you're baking and you have a bowl full of flour and you try to dump it into another bowl and it just goes everywhere? So here's what you do. I'm going to dump it onto a piece of paper, and then pick it up by the corners, and look at that, no mess, unless you drop it, and you dump it in.
You are just a show off.
No, I don't like to clean. Super easy. Okay, so here's the finished dough right here. Now what I like to do is I set up a little station here. So I have my tray right here. I have a bowl of granulated sugar.
Oh,
what
nice.
You scoop the cookie, and then I make sure it's level inside. This is a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop.
Gotcha.
And then I give it a roll.
Yes.
And then you drop it into the sugar, and you roll it around. And this is going to give it that nice crackly texture.
Yes, I love the crackle with that little bit of caramelized sugar on the outside. Oh my goodness, delicious.
All right, so these bake at 350, and very important, like 7 to 8 minutes. You want these cookies underdone in the center. It is very important. Cookies bake fast. All cookies bake fast. It is really important not to overbake cookies. Better underdone than overdone, unless it's pork tenderloin. All right, so here's what I'm doing. I have a piece of parchment paper, and now I've cut a triangle that has one short side and one long side.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to point the point down, and then I'm going to roll this over. I'm going to make a little piping bag.
A little piping bag.
Tiny little piping bag. Then I'm going to I have some white chocolate that I've melted on the stove.
Shut up!
Take the white chocolate, stick it in here. I'm fancy, you know me, right? All right, so you cut a little hole, you cut the tip off, and then, wait, can you see it on this side here?
Look. Oh my gosh.
Now you want to pipe them, and then you want to move them really quickly so all the little legs come off. Right? So
beautiful. Great tip.
This is candied ginger that I just brunoise, just a really small dice. And then you just take a couple of pieces. There we go.
Duff, I have to make this for my mom. She will love this. It's so beautiful.